Welcome back. It's almost 1:10. Now, there is some relief for motorists. The deadline to renew your driver's license has been extended to the end of March next year. But the problems at licensing centers persist. An online system that doesn't really work. Backlogs, delays and long queues are frustrating motorists. Aviwe Mtila is one of our reporters today. We've been tracking how they and the centers are coping. Let's speak now to Aviwe Mtila at this hour on the Midday View. Aviwe, good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday View. Well, the Minister, Fikile Mbalula, has been promising that the department will act against anybody who's found to be corrupt, because there's been all kinds of allegations among many of the frustrations that motorists have been facing.
Many frustrations, a myriad, including the capacity, the offline system, the online system, I beg your pardon, just a myriad of issues, including that corruption. But as we went to the hard lockdown back in the 26th of March last year, 2.8 million South Africans had not renewed their license. Up until this point, more than half of them have, but there's still a backlog of 1.2 million that still haven't renewed their licenses. And of course, it's not their own doing, but the driving license testing centers with those backlogs, those corruption allegations, systems being offline, people being overlooked and people filling in their own slots. So the minister has now given them a reprieve, extending it to the 31st of March, a conversation that we had with him just as he delivered that media briefing. Let's take a listen to that.
In order to give motorists a fair opportunity to renew their licenses, while we are rolling out a number of measures to improve efficiencies and resolve challenges, we have decided to extend further the grace period for the renewal of licenses. And our emphasis is that when the renewal is actually given, don't go on the eve of this deadline to go and renew. Start today. And I know you will reason with me and ask that the problem is not with the motorist, it's with our systems, the DLTCs, and the things that I've actually outlined that prohibit motorists to do this driver's license thing easy, simple, and faster, which is what we need to get up to. All learners' licenses, driving license cards, temporary driving licenses and professional driving permits that expire during the period that commenced from the 26th March 2020 up to and including 31st August 2021 are deemed to be valid, and their validity periods are extended for a further grace period ending on 31st March 2022.
I guess that will bring a sense of relief to many motorists who've been frustrated. But there are issues of corruption that also crop up now and again when people try to renew their driver's licenses. I understand the minister is promising to take action. What is he planning to do about corruption?
Well, promising to take action on an issue that's been long-standing. He admits himself that it's a mess. These driving license testing centers, or DLTCs as they called, are riddled with corruption. If you don't have money, you are guaranteed to be on those queues, even for days on end. But if you do have money, one of those employees that work there are most likely to slot you in. So it's an issue that the minister touched on, because even in Gauteng, there are suggestions there from the MEC, Jacob Mamabulo, suggesting that they're now looking into it with more vigor. They are now enforcing a team to take a closer look at this. But it's an issue that's been ongoing. We all know the issues around acquiring your driving licenses and the corruption there. And this is what the Minister of Transport had to say about it.
There will be arrest. Criminals in the system, we've got an appointment with them. The issue is a big matter, it's a big issue because it affects service delivery. But how you push back corruption is also sharpen your systems and making it a point that those who are corrupt don't make it easy for them and to just have an easy day. And that is what is important. So some of the interventions in the reboot that we are implementing now, you will see with time that we might not eradicate corruption to zero, but will make it impossible for the corrupt elements to have an easy day like they do at the present moment. It has been with us for a very long time. So we come to a point where we say, not enough, it is enough, but how in the rebooting of the system we make it impossible for them to gain ground and manipulate the system and making it impossible, because literally, because people want to have driver's licenses, they have to bribe. But we are saying, work with us in this compact, do not bribe.
Minister of Transport Fikile Mbalula ending that report by eNCA reporter Aviwe Mtila.